I wanted to do this as kind of a response to Mundane Matt, one of his newest videos. Bigfoot hunter sues California for not taking her seriously. And I gotta say, he's right. Mundane Matt is exactly correct about everything he was saying in that video. Now, Matt, I hope you watched this video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope you can get a few facts out of it. I mean, I'm not saying that your video was devoid of facts, but I'm just going to throw in a few additional things that you can consider also. I did leave a comment on the video about some of the things that I'm going to talk about. The individual Claudia Ackley, she's been involved in Bigfoot research for a while, and she seems like a nice person. But I do know that a friend of mine said that this woman called him once, claimed she was somebody else, and said that Claudia was dead. This is what a friend of mine told me. That she left a message on I guess, on his answering, I don't know if it was his answering machine or his voicemail or what it was. Point being, this woman told my friend, hey, Claudia's dead. Claudia died. But I understand Claudia has some, shall we say, issues with substance abuse. So, did she see a Bigfoot? I'm starting to think she didn't. I'm starting to think she actually saw probably a bear, or as was described as far as the video that her daughter took, it was trees and shadows. That seems to happen a lot in the Bigfoot world. A lot of people see trees and shadows and say, yeah, there's a Bigfoot right there. Or they take a picture. They call it a blob squatch. Or somebody takes a picture of a group of trees and there's like one little shadowy area. There's the Bigfoot right there. I mean, it's so common in the Bigfoot field. It's not even funny. I mean, absolutely, Matt, it is. It's absolutely so common. People say that they have a picture of a Bigfoot or a video of a Bigfoot. A lot of the times, the videos turn out to be people in suits, or sometimes CGI. And really, the videos are not of much value. There's one film that I would say is possibly the real thing, and that's the Patterson-Gimlin film from 1967. Which shows what appears to be a large female Sasquatch with large breasts walking away from the camera. But it's only my opinion that that film shows a real Sasquatch. I can't prove that. I can't back that up. I mean, there have been analyses done on that film ad nauseum. They can't really prove it's a hoax, but then they also can't really prove it's an actual anomaly or an actual entity known as Sasquatch or Bigfoot. This lawsuit is just absolutely ridiculous. It really is. I mean, as I mentioned in my comments, Matt, you may as well, ask for legislation to protect leprechauns or unicorns. I mean, what's the difference? It's ridiculous. It's just about as productive. Because even though I had a Bigfoot sighting myself, I can't prove it to anybody. And I know that the world at large, the scientific world at large, does not accept the existence of this species. It's not accepted widely. And for this lawsuit to succeed, they had better have some really good evidence. They better have the absolute slam dunk evidence that proves this species exists. Personally, I don't think they do. And, we have this, I mentioned in the comments that Claudia was urged to file this lawsuit by this attention whore egomaniac named Todd Standing, who's also a hoaxer. He has hoaxed several videos where she claims are faces of Bigfoot. There's one that just looks absolutely ridiculous. It's a Muppet. It is an obvious Muppet face and a Muppet head. It's the most ridiculous thing you'll have ever seen. And I would recommend, Matt, you look those up on YouTube. They're all over YouTube. You can find, type in Todd Standing, Toddstanding, Bigfoot. You will find all kinds of videos about Todd Standing on YouTube. Trust me on this. But I mean, this whole thing, like I said, you may as well ask for legislation for ferries at this point. That's about as effective as this lawsuit's going to be. There is no concrete proof that these creatures exist. None at all. Absolutely none. This lawsuit is going to be laughed out of court, and it is going to fail. I don't see anything good coming from this. I just don't. You know, and meanwhile we Bigfooters wonder why the world laughs at us. And my friend that I mentioned that got the phone call from this young lady, he also said that Bigfoot, the Bigfoot field right now is all based on belief. I mean, and he's right. It is based on belief. We really don't have the evidence as of yet. We don't have the absolute slam dunk smoking gun that proves, yes, this species is real and it exists. If we did, this conversation wouldn't even be necessary. Your video wouldn't have been necessary, Matt, if we had the absolute proof that these creatures exist. But we don't have that. Oh, and also another point you made about those Bigfooters who claim that these creatures jump in and out of dimensions. You can look on YouTube for that too. Look on YouTube for that. Look up Matthew Johnson. Look up Barb and Gabby. Yeah, look up some of these more paranormal advocates, as it were. You can find all kinds of videos where that's concerned, where some of these individuals claim that these creatures jump in and out of dimensions. So, but yeah, this whole thing is just absolutely this lawsuit's not going to go anywhere. I can tell you that. It's going to be laughed out of court. It is, and then once people see the Todd Standing stuff, especially the Muppet heads, if he presents those as quote unquote evidence of Bigfoot, then it's game over. He's not gonna have a pot to piss in, and he's not, and no instructions to pour the pot out either. So anyway, I'm going to post the link to this video underneath in the comments section of your video, Matt. I hope you check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. But I mean, you live in the Pacific Northwest. I mean, Bigfoot culture is everywhere. I can especially tell you in Northern California, because I was just in Northern California back in October, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful in that part of the country. And you can believe that, there may be something like that in that area. I mean, the Patterson Gimlin film, the town we were in, which was Willow Creek, California, it's probably about 50 miles as the crow flies from the actual film site where that film was taken. So we were right in the area where that film was shot and where there have been a lot of sightings. So, and matter of fact, Highway 96 that leads north out of Willow Creek is called the Bigfoot Scenic Byway because there's so many sightings in that area. But it's really beautiful in that part of California. And I've been to Oregon, I've been to Washington. I mean, it's beautiful there as well. So I'm not sure what part of Washington you're in. I think I remember you used to live in Portland. I believe I remember you mentioning in one of your videos you used to live in Portland, Oregon. I have some friends that live in Portland also, including one of the cast members of Finding Bigfoot, Cliff Barrickman. He lives in Portland. So, he lived in Portland. I don't know if he still does. I think he lives not very far from Portland now. But yeah, Willow Creek and Eureka. We were also in Eureka. We were in Willow Creek and Eureka. And it's just gorgeous in that area. So anyway, I don't want to ramble too much longer. Matt, thanks for the video. I really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed this one, my man. And keep up the good work. Y'all have a good one.